We're gonna run things a little bit differently with no Graham here today. All right, I'm not gonna shout out the socials. You know where we're at. All right, the website is up. Articles are gonna go out. We're gonna jump right in. Okay. MLB baseball playoffs just started. We had the wild card series. Exciting games. I'm a Brewers fan. If everybody wants to state what their favorite baseball team is, Zach and Ethan, you don't really have to due to the fact that the Cardinals are ass. But I'm a Brewers fan. Brendan, do you want to state your favorite team?
That would be the Chicago Cubs. Sunkit, I think that's already a little obvious, but what is your favorite team?
Um,
The White Sox.
it is the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
as
couldn't
evident by
imagine.
the W flag in the background.
So we'll just talk about the first round.
Definitely
We'll talk
the
about the wild card
obvious
round. And once we get done with the wild card round, then we can talk about the divisional round. So Cubs take on the Padres in Chicago. Cubs, they win in three. They win in three. What am I saying? 2-1. I'm trying to think of how things went down. Actually, Brendan, I'm just going to throw it to you because I watched bits and pieces of this series.
Well,
I didn't watch it through.
yeah. Before we get into the actual nuts and bolts of the games, I want to say that I also had to watch bits and pieces of this because this game, all these games started freaking midday during the workday.
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
So-
1 o'clock start time. I was watching some of the games while in class or walking back from class.
Yeah, like I was just catching sneak peeks from the TV in the waiting room.
All this while, by the way, no postseason baseball Friday night in October last night because they had to have the games midday during the week. Ridiculous.
Well, and
That was all.
the scheduling of the NLDS is so goofy too because they have an off day in between each game, which is like that's crazy to me. Because
Yeah, that's baseball. That's a baseball sin.
well, like you know,
play every
the
day.
advantage is just going to the pitching staff of both sides. Like you're just getting a clear advantage, especially if your rotation is better. Like look at Milwaukee. Okay, Milwaukee's rotation is better than Chicago's. They're at a clear advantage because they're getting their guys fully rested after game 3. You have Freddie go back on the mound. So it's
I would actually, Austin, I might actually disagree slightly with that because I think Milwaukee's rotation is deeper and thus not having the number ones. No, if your rotation is deeper,
okay.
having more off days for the team that is a little weaker, pitching wise, gets their top guys back into things quicker. Like part of the strength should be that your number 3 starter, like let's be honest, Jameson Taillon starting an elimination game for the Cubs isn't great.
No, it wasn't
However,
bad. I guess he played.
he did
threw
great.
really well.
Yeah, no, he had the sweeper and the kick change working, so it was but
amazing.
it still doesn't change the fact that he really is just a big strike thrower, and some guys have had his number.
Yeah.
And he's not really a big strikeout guy. But that said, Jameson Taillon, I thought, pitched a great game. And I, going into game 3, was confident that Yu Darvish would not be very good.
Oh, that's exactly what I thought too.
He's horrible.
I didn't think
I
it'd
had
be
the same
that
feeling.
bad.
I was like,
he was bad.
As soon as I found out you was on the mound, I was not worried, but like their defense was my worry.
Let me see what we. Yeah, so I know yesterday it was TBD for Chicago, but it is Freddie Peralta versus Matthew Boyd. Now,
short rest for Matthew Boyd.
Yeah.
which they had him hot in game 3 to come in later in the ball game if need be, but Boyd, I mean,
It's not a good look. If Matthew Boyd is the short rest to come out of the bullpen at the end of the series, that's not a good look.
Dude, but that's where
He's not prime Madison Bumgarner. Like,
yeah, no, he's You don't know, man. All right, he's having a career year.
He really
He
is,
can
yeah.
commence it
That'll be
in
great.
Chicago.
Infuriating as a Cardinals fan.
Cade Horton has been put on the 15-day IL, so that is where our struggles are at too. We have
Yeah, so I think in Milwaukee's in a similar spot too because they're without Brandon Woodruff for the NLDS. So
he still plays.
both teams are making. I mean, they're dealing with the injuries, and Game 3 is going to be probably the shittiest looking playoff game ever because it's going to be Jamison Tyone versus. I literally could not tell you who the fuck is going to throw on the mound for Milwaukee.
Well, that's the same
It could
with
be
us. We're
Quintana.
deciding the day of
It's
against the
just
wild
like-
card.
It's so goofy. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. Which the
Before
Brewers
we-
can do that because you just said that they have a deep rotation. They can just throw. They can throw the Miz 2 innings and then Quintana 2 innings and then you have Tobias Myers for 2. Like you can just throw guys. You just do some weird shit.
Yeah, Austin, as a former Brewer, how do you feel about Colin Ray starting at one of these games?
I would be so fucking stoked to see Colin Ray on the mound. He is a certified. I mean, dude, he's gonna throw strikes. He's gonna throw strikes. He's a perfect guy to have in the regular season for 162. Holy shit! If Colin Ray was to throw, even start a playoff game, I'm so happy.
Yeah, and that's the thing though. For Cubs fans, I think would be happy to see that too because Colin Ray, over the last 5 starts, has been their best starter. And especially with Cade Horton getting hurt, here's the thing. We were talking about this in our chat. I think the Cubs, the thing that would scare a Milwaukee fan about the Cubs isn't necessarily the pitching staff as much as it is the lineup.
Yep.
And how basically Dansby Swanson's hitting an 8-hole most of these series, and PCA's had a rougher second half, but he's still has over 30 homers, and he's batting 7th. So the lineup is is scary. What is concerning for me is that the Padres have probably the best bullpen in baseball, and I think they scratched across 1 run against Padres bullpen pitching over 3 games.
And I think that's is that Michael Bush's home run.
It was Michael Bush's. Yeah, I think it was Michael Bush's homer off of
Game 3.
Suarez.
Yeah. Oh, can we also talk about how Dansby and Nico up the middle were phenomenal in Game 3?
Absolute clinic. Cinema. Absolute cinema.
I mean,
I mean, Mike Schultz said post game Dansby Swanson won the series for the Cubs.
easily.
Now, he didn't say anything about Arise not running out, running it out in the playoffs in the 4th inning. But I will say Dansby Swanson's glove, that there was actually a over-the-shoulder catch in Game 1 in the 4th inning. That I think that was actually the most impactful play of the series. Because if Arise gets on, it's a guy on first base. That directly would have scored a run, maybe 2. And Swanson caught it. So
I think
those
the
are the
most
kind of
impactful play in the series was the strike 3 that was 2 inches off the plate.
It was a strike. It was a strike. They later confirmed.
No, it was not.
No.
Yes. it was.
No. And
Yes.
that literally that just opened up I mean
Son
you're
Kid,
gonna
come
be-
on, man.
It was a
You're
strike.
gonna be able
you,
to
you
challenge
can go look it
Colts.
up. ESPN just leaves that box
can
there.
we pull up the video? Can we pull up
Yeah,
the video?
I'm
Okay.
getting it right now.
Thank you.
Okay, I also want to point out, by the way, ESPN is not the one that puts that box there. Every MLB production, the game camera that has the box, it's 6 frames delayed from every other camera. It goes to the MLB office via fiber optic and whatever. The box gets put there, and then it gets sent back to the truck. That is from MLB. Now, it's not 100%. It's not 100% accurate, up and down, because that gets adjusted just slightly. But come on, man, this is not a strike.
I mean, the ball is going to be thrown, and it's going to be right.
Wow, yeah. Let's throw it below the knees, why don't we? That's
Now,
I mean,
the
that,
pitcher-
Kelly did
I
a
do
great
wanna say-
job too.
The pitcher walked back after he struck it out, knowing that it was a ball. I mean, you
Yeah.
can see it on the look on his eyes. He's like,
It reminds me of you guys remember when which I don't know if you guys would remember, but dude, this was like yeah, obviously you guys would not remember this game. Eric Lauer for back in like 22.
You're right. I don't remember a single Eric Lauer reference.
he had like a 13 strikeout. I mean, this was one of the worst games I've ever seen called by Angel Hernandez. And it was 1-0 Milwaukee. Josh Hader throws a very similar pitch way outside the zone to Kyle Schwarber, and Kyle Schwarber just eats into him. And Josh Hader, you can just see his face. He's like, yeah,
wait,
I
was
definitely.
that the game, like the famous game that Schroeder got thrown out of?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where he
You're missing
Alright,
over
I
here, you're
realized
missing
he,
like,
over
just
here.
throws the bat on the ground.
So I think
Yeah, he
we
showed
talked
him.
about the terrible call. We have to talk about, I think, one of the greatest pitches in MLB history. This pitch right here was truly one of the greatest pitches I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my
I
god.
mean, dotting
As a
the
hitter,
awesome.
how do you
Hard to hit.
This is where I almost wish we had Nolan on today. Just ask, like, how do you deal with velocity that's just painted like that? Like,
Nolan would not know what to do if he saw that.
Yeah.
pitch.
by the way, he's throwing 101. That was 104.5 was the official number.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Like, I don't know if it had any like horizontal break or anything like that too. But I think what Kelly did was take the pitch and just hope it's outside. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even getting my
cannot-
bat started enough to foul that shit off.
No, I think
You
that's
just
like
gotta let
best
it
case
happen.
scenario. Is hope they.
Yeah. You just gotta stop. Just put it.
You accept
Take your
the
loss.
feet before it even gets there.
104.5 on the literal corner? I mean,
the placement is. I mean, dude, you're not gonna see a better pitch.
That is Mason Miller is a generational talent. That he's
and just think about
He's gonna
like,
go-
what,
The fact that
D3
Padres
guy?
picked him up is
D2 guy?
honestly ridiculous too.
they had to give up a lot for him, but that is a generational player. Like,
Oh, easily.
man, those don't
easily.
come around often.
So, what we'll do, we're gonna talk about the rest of the wild card series week, and we're also gonna talk about the divisional round. I am gonna take Brewers in 5, but I am biased because I am a Brewers fan. But I am scared of the Cubs lineup. I think from top to bottom, like I'm so worried about 6 through 9 for Milwaukee. I'm not worried about obviously Contreras, Yelich. They've had guys, Bryce Terang, Sal Frelick. Not worried necessarily about that part of the lineup. The top half. The bottom half is what really worries me because I hate watching Joey Ortiz play baseball. I'm just gonna say,
Austin,
he's
I do have I do have some questions for you. And are you at all worried about all the off days that Milwaukee had, that they're going to be a little bit, I'm going to say, out of it, just like a lot of teams were last year?
Yeah, yes and no. Like I've seen, I think it was 23, right, where the Diamondbacks went to the World Series, and they were able, I mean, they beat the shit out of Milwaukee in the wild card round, and then they went to destroy Los Angeles in the NLDS after the Dodgers were able to get a first-round bye. But then last year, I mean, you see the Dodgers go and win the World Series after getting a first-round bye. So I'm not like, yes, I'm not worried because down the stretch, the Brewers' starting rotation has dealt with a lot of injuries. And so I think this was a nice, especially for Katana and Mizorowski. Mizorowski looked horrible down the stretch, but I think giving him a week off, okay, giving Katana another week to get healthy. Freddie has made he started every fifth day the entire season. Give him a day off. I think it's helping the pitching staff in Milwaukee. I'm not worried about that. I am worried about the lineup coming out kind of slow due to the fact that they haven't seen really you haven't played a game and
and I saw Seattle and Philly and Milwaukee, I think, did kind of like an inter squad hitters
Which
kind
I'll
of
just talk
scrimmage.
about that. Imagine pulling up to Seattle to watch this scrimmage and Ichiro's in right field. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was. Yes.
See, but it's just
I saw it and my thought was like, I can't wait till if this becomes a regular thing. I can't wait till the MVP of the league tears his ACL trying to stretch a single into a double in a scrimmage game, trying to keep it ready because they had the first round bye. Like, that's just gonna happen at some point. Something stupid like that.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
that was me. That was me watching baseball after the Cubs had clinched, and I was like, as soon as PCA and I think Matt Shaw tried to steal a base one day, I was like, what the hell are we doing?
Yeah.
I was like, this game doesn't really matter.
And
I'm sure you were doing that too, Austin. You're like,
yeah, it was frustrating.
with your everyday guys, you're like, no, be conservative. It actually doesn't care. Who cares if we lose?
Right, and I think a lot of people have been, they like Chicago in this series because of how Milwaukee played in September. But I'm sitting here like, dude, I saw Trevor McGill throw in the fucking fourth inning of a baseball game in the month of September. I don't care. Milwaukee's had the Central clinched.
Are you at all worried about the Milwaukee in the playoffs
No.
narrative that happens every year?
Listen, the only reason that Milwaukee didn't make it to the NLDS last year was because of stupid ass Devin Williams, collapsing in the ninth inning. If Devin Williams doesn't literally do that exact thing, Milwaukee's in the NLDS last year.
What is this, the SEC? We're talking in hypotheticals?
But I think that this is one of the best Milwaukee teams we've ever seen. And I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I think there's so many career years going on throughout this lineup, throughout this starting rotation, that this team is significantly improved, especially from last year. This was a 90-win team last year. And you look at those guys on the team, like Bryce Terang, career year, Jackson Churio, career year, Sal Frelick, all these guys have become above average hitters, if not more. And I'm not worried. I'm not listening to the damn talk.
Yeah, I think all the off days will actually help Milwaukee too in this. Well, they'll help both teams, but you see managers once you get into these playoff games, their leash for the pitching is so short. So it really becomes battle of bullpens by really about the fourth inning every playoff game.
Yeah.
Now you're seeing guys if they get two guys on in the second or third inning, there's guys already warming up.
Yeah, I feel like that's
really
a perfect segue.
Boston,
Alex Cora being
Boston, New York. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe that Boston didn't go to the bullpen.
Yes.
Yeah, but then the game before
Faster
he
than
takes
they
Brian
did.
Bayo out with 20-something pitches, and spends this whole bullpen, and then he can't, and then he's got to stick with the rookie, in bases loaded situations. That was a disaster class of a couple of games from Alex Cora.
I know we haven't talked about the game yet, but how about Chase DeLauder, first ever opportunity in the big leagues?
What was it, 12 Ks, 8 innings or 7 innings?
Well, there's so many, dude. There's so many rookies just literally throughout the playoffs.
Somebody explain.
Yeah.
You said, was that his first start? Or sorry, somebody's got a
playoff start.
okay, first playoff start. Yeah,
Cade Is it? Dude, I always
Oh,
call him
we're-
Schindler just because I saw.
Are we
like,
talking about
Yankees
the
did-
Sox guy
King-
or the Guardians?
The Guardians guy is Chase Delauder. It was his big league
Yeah.
debut. Period.
Did you guys
First
see what
opportunity.
No.
He drops the
I thought
flag.
you
He
were
just
talking about
drops
the-
it.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking
No.
about the Yankees pitcher, his playoff
No, you
debut.
guys got to see this.
yeah.
This is his
Cade,
first ever opportunity in the big leagues.
This is so fucking funny. Ah, damn.
his
Oh
first ever-
no!
This is first major league debut.
Dude, it's like the first batter of the game.
What?
Why?
Christmas list.
What are we
What
doing?
the
here?
hell? You got a Christmas list?
Oh my!
What do you want for Christmas, Ethan?
You.
Yeah, that something more interesting has happened now. So, what's on the list?
Um.
Also,
we'll,
I just want to.
We'll
I want to
segue-
point out, it's October 4th, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Are you
2.5
already thawing out Mariah
months.
Carey in your house?
Please don't.
Is he just going silent on us
A
now?
polo, a
Jeez.
pair of shoes, and a wallet.
Okay.
You're a greedy man, dude. It's October and you're thinking about Christmas, bro.
My mom shops in October. She asked for it, bruh.
All right, I'll let you have that one. Well, does anyone? Obviously, the Cubs fans are they're gonna side with the Cubbies. I'm gonna side with the Brewers. I want to hear from the two Devils advocates.
Well, I feel like it's
Yeah.
obvious when you give us 5 games at home.
I wouldn't say it's obvious, due to the fact
It's gonna be super fun though. These two teams have never played the playoffs before.
Yeah.
How is that
Yeah.
possible,
which is
by the way?
crazy, but
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like I have core memories growing up of that Cubs St. Louis series in 2015.
Yeah.
The fact that that hasn't
As
happened
do
again
I.
makes me a little sad. Like, I want this. This is great. In fact, like, if I want to play division teams in the playoffs, like that's exciting
Yeah.
to me
it's
because
it's
there
awesome.
is a little bit of that. Like, we don't like you because you're geographically somewhat close, and then in Milwaukee's case, like 2 hours from Chicago, and both Milwaukee and the Cubs last year, and then this year the Cubs weren't, but they were basically the conversation this year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the Central, so that makes it really exciting. You get to. It's kind of like in the same vein as like Padres and Dodgers have been in the
Yeah.
postseason last year. Like that's exciting for fans. It's exciting
It-
for baseball. And
Now,
whoever
will-
wins this series,
Is it as heated as the
I don't think
Dodgers?
so.
I don't think so. No.
both of these teams aren't as like
I-
firepower.
See,
Like,
I think PCA is getting a fight.
they don't play-
I think he's throwing a punch.
Abner
Yeah.
Uribe did punch Jose Siri in the face last year, in just like in game like
Okay. Austin.
14 of the regular season. So
Here's my other question: is the crowd going to be a factor in this? Do you think Milwaukee's going to show up? Because I don't know if you.
Dude,
I'm assuming you've heard the crowd after we won.
Well, how about we hear
It
a
is-
Chicago
it was
crowd
warm.
not on ESPN production because that was just a
Right.
mess anyway.
That was.
Yeah.
The sports leader of the world, and they have to. Oh, it was ridiculous. It's embarrassing.
yeah,
Did you guys see
it-
the clip about the guy saying he's not going to watch the NHL? It was hilarious.
Yeah, that was really blown up for no reason. Like shocker, like baseball color commentator from Louisiana didn't want to watch a regular season hockey game. But also, he probably should know better than to say that
Say
when they're
that.
trying to do an ad read for hockey on the network.
Well, yeah. Well, he later said that he actually had no idea that ESPN had an NHL contract.
Which I didn't either, but, you know, whatever. I don't watch hockey.
Okay, you guys aren't. We're talking hockey once we get hockey season. I love
Oh,
hockey.
yeah.
dude, you and Nick, and
And
whoever can.
Nick is
You guys-
definitely more of a sicko for hockey than I am.
Nick's disgusting, dude. I hate Nick.
Okay, Zach, have you? this is we'll make it quick. Have you been to a professional hockey game before?
I want to, but I have not yet.
It'll
no.
change your mindset
They-
on it all.
They're
That's what
actually
I've been told.
it's not that exciting to watch on TV, but I love it because I've gone in person a number of times and it's so much fun to be there. It doesn't really matter the game. Well, baseball, I love baseball.
Yeah,
It's
well-
just a social thing for me. Like I love just going to baseball with some buddies. Anyway,
I mean,
let's talk some other series because
yeah,
you know
we've
Sonny
talked-
and I are going to pick the Cubs. I actually feel really
Cubs are
good
fine.
about that series.
What was that, Ethan?
Cubs in 5.
I'm excited.
Zach, bro, come on. Come
It's
on.
tough. I don't trust either of these teams. I think whoever wins is just going to lose in like 4 or 5 games. in
Right, yeah, the
championship
other
series.
side is the NL's just a
I guess I'll be
load.
different and pick the Brewers, but
Let's go,
because I don't
Zach.
trust the Cubs bullpen, and
Brendan,
I
do
think
you
that
we're gonna push it
that
5
bottom
games?
of the lineup that you guys are like talking about so much is actually like not great. Like PCA and Dansby Swanson are just so like defense merchants. Like they're,
Okay.
Yeah, no,
I hate. I'm the
fully
biggest.
agree with
I'm the
that.
biggest PCA hater on the planet. Go watch the Club 303 podcast. If you forget that. Free shout out.
I love it. I love it. You know, especially as Cardinals fans, we know what's going on in the city of St. Louis.
Okay, guys, hang on a second. Before, if PCA was a St. Louis Cardinal, you would be so far up his ass.
I don't
You'd be like,
like.
"He's
I
the
don't
greatest
like
player
grown
ever."
men that bleach their
Agreed.
hair and put a star in it.
I don't hate PCA. I never said
If my
anything
aunt had a
bad.
No,
dick,
I do.
You know?
No,
It'd be my
if
own-
your
so
Nepo
if
baby.
your center fielder was a 30-30-30 player, you would not stop talking about him. You would
My
ignore
center
that
fielder
so fast.
Everything
Michael
that PCA
Piot.
does except get lucky with home runs that go into the basket.
Do you
do you mean get
understand
lucky?
how bad Victor Scott was this year?
30 stolen bases and a lead defense. He does everything except the home runs into the basket.
And he still's not.
I told you, man. I'm a big PCA hater. I won't back down, even if it makes me sound stupid to the rest of the world. I stand on my business.
All right, you can have Victor Scott, and we'll take PCA.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
and I'll
That's
take
fine.
Jackson Cheerio. Cheerios. Chorizo.
That's it.
By the
I
way,
think that's the
I
word.
thought
Jackson
we-
Cheerio.
I thought we would have it this year. So because since the new wild card series changes, the team that won game 1 has not lost the series. That still hasn't happened. So I thought we were going to get that with 3 game 3s this year.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
it was. I think this was the most competitive the wild card round has been since this new
Tigers
format.
Guardians, Tigers Guardians was actually kind of an exciting series.
Yeah,
But I don't think
And-
anyone is really talking about
for
it.
baseball sickos like us, it was like the casual fans probably hated it, but like if you're a big baseball guy, like
it was awesome.
you love that.
It started
It
at
was
noon Central,
cinema.
though, like every game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it started at 10 a.m. for me because I live in the Pacific time zone.
I am
that's-
God, I
attaching.
love that.
I'm attaching my wagon to the Tigers train the rest of the postseason because of the video of them singing Hank Jr. to celebrate winning the wild card and drinking Budweisers. That's some grown man shit.
Yeah,
But
I
they're
hate
gonna
it.
get swept
I
probably.
don't hate it.
right. Yeah, the Tigers just aren't that good. Like,
Scoobs ain't
obviously,
losing a game in the
America's gonna
postseason.
root for
Scoobs is not losing a game. I do not care.
No, I like Tariq Skubal is arguably the best pitcher in baseball, and the Guardian. Dude, these two teams just do not like each other. Like, imagine having that large of a divisional lead. If you're Detroit, you lose it, and then you come around and beat the Guardians in the wild card series. It's like the same exact thing with Milwaukee and Chicago in the NLDS. It's like these two teams just don't like each other at all.
Well, plus,
And-
you know, Detroit and Cleveland as cities that are just always battling for which one's the worst city in America anyway.
Dude, and Detroit always takes the crown, dude. Detroit's gonna take the crown until I die.
Bro, I don't hate Cleveland as a city. I've been like a couple times. It's not. I don't hate it. Not a bad city.
We just all need to go to Detroit and see how.
No, I
see
went there
just
That sounds
we don't-
dangerous.
We don't need
We
to.
wouldn't, we wouldn't fit in very well.
Ethan, I agree with you. I think Cleveland's a little underrated.
I agree.
I think it gets too
The
much hate.
Riverfront, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like. Don't hate. Don't hate. Don't hate.
So.
You know who's there? Shedeur Sanders.
Yep.
And he's on the bench
ass.
Wait,
Ass.
hang on.
where he
hang on.
belongs.
Oh, we will get to that. That is on
a teaser.
our to-do list.
Hey,
Tigers
coming
beat the
soon.
Guardians. Tigers beat the Guardians in 3 awesome series. The Tigers now will go to Seattle. Kirby's going to get the ball for game 1. Melton is on the mound for the Tigers. I'm going to be honest, I like the Mariners in 3. I'm not going to lie. Like, I think if, I really like this Mariners squad. I think the rotation is arguably, like, if things are clicking, they're one of the best rotations in baseball. And then they probably had the best deadline out of any team in baseball, getting Josh Naylor and Gino Suarez, which Gino Suarez is like, it's been ass. Okay,
Yeah, he wasn't
but
even good for him, but like you just know he's gonna like ball out in the postseason.
you
That just
had
feels
to
like,
make that
you
trade
know.
if you're Seattle. Like that's the trade you had to make, and it had been rumored for the entire month before the deadline. Josh Naylor is like, he is just so awesome because he's just gonna steal 30 bags, and I'm here for it. Like, guys like him and Juan Soto stealing bags and just not being fast is so, like, that's, you know what? That's why we watch the game. You know, that's why we watch the damn game. But I have Mariners in 3. I don't think this will be much of a series.
No, I mean if Scooble gets in there, they might pick up one, but they're overmatched otherwise.
Yeah. I mean, down the stretch, and they have Big Dumper. We haven't even brought up Cal Raleigh, who should not win the AL MVP. Should go to Aaron Judge. So, Brennan, what are your thoughts?
I totally agree with that. I think Aaron Judge should be the MVP, by the way. I think we too often with MVP conversations are like, well, this guy had it last year, so but this other guy's having a really good year, so we should give it to that guy. No. If Aaron Judge was like,
it's every league problem. It's the NBA. It's super bad in the NBA, and then the NFL is.
If you get
also,
to 3 MVPs in the NBA, they take you off the list.
yeah, you're like Jokic. Yeah, there's Jokic. There's Giannis. Giannis had the same issue. You know, like LeBron had the same issue. Like they just want somebody different, so people will say, "Oh, Derrick Rose, you got it." And LeBron's just better in every aspect of the game. And you know,
Yeah, because he's the GOAT.
Yep, the freaking GOAT. Shout out MJ in the corner of my room. I don't know if you guys can see him, but he's
MJ's the GOAT because I'm old.
old head.
Uh-huh.
Ethan, what are your thoughts on this series?
Oh, yeah. Tigers win game 1, Mariners win the next. Wait, is Screwball going game 1 or game 2?
No, it's Melton.
All right, whatever game Screwball pitches, Tigers win that, Mariners win the rest.
Sunkit, you got any thoughts on this?
I mean, yeah, like Ethan said, Scooble pitches, it's a guaranteed win. They're gonna ride him till the 8th inning. I don't know, maybe the 9th. I mean,
It's gonna be bad. Like if
no,
they
it's
need
playoff
Scooble
baseball.
to go
As
out
soon as
there-
there's
I
They're going to
disagree.
use they might use Scooble like freaking Madison Bumgarner in the 2015 playoffs.
they're actually
every
gonna throw
we
him
see him in
in
3 games. We might. See
Yeah,
him
he's gonna come out in game 1 because they think they have a chance. They're gonna lose anyway, and then they're just, hey man, pop a couple ibuprofen. You're starting game 2.
You know,
I'll bring you the biofreeze. I need you
Dude.
to go back out
Hey.
there.
We'll inject you with some stuff. We don't even know if it works, but you won't feel anything. So, I mean, what do we think here? But yeah, I've got Mariners in 3. I think it's a pretty. I think it'll be a convincing series. But we'll go back to the Phillies Dodgers on the other side of the National League bracket.
I'll take the Mariners in 4.
You got Mariners in 4. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be. I think everybody in here is riding with the Mariners. So, we'll go to the back to the NL side of things. Phillies, Dodgers. Dodgers beat they beat the shit out of the Reds. I mean, that poor Reds team. Everybody knew that was going to happen. They're not that great.
Central showing up.
And yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, three playoff teams makes the Central look a lot better. And it's Ohtani, Sanchez, game 1. I mean, I think the Phillies had a little bit of the Brewer fever in September, kind of slowing down things after what felt like they won 14 games in a row. But they don't have Zach Wheeler. If they have Zach Wheeler, I think I look at this series completely different. But because you would have Wheeler, Sanchez, Ranger Suarez, and that three can win you a World Series. And I think now more than ever, seeing how the playoffs are structured, off days, you can have a 3-man rotation. Like you can. I mean, that's what baseball's wanting you to have is 3 guys that you can throw. And so we saw the Phillies do it just a few years ago. But I've got Dodgers in 5. You get to throw Ohtani game 1. You have Yamamoto going game 2, Blake Snell going game 3, and then we got Tyler Glass now, just sitting on the bench. You know, I think that with the Dodgers being warmed up, I do trust the Phillies lineup more than Los Angeles, but I'm going Dodgers in 5. Dodgers in 4. I'll take Dodgers in 4. Actually,
Dodgers in 4.
I think we're entering the end of the Phillies window at this point. They're getting older in a lot of places, especially on offense. But in the Dodgers lineup, you're right. Like the Dodgers lineup is extremely top heavy. Like the bottom of that lineup gets fairly disgusting. Like with Miguel Rojas, like because Will Smith was hurt, Ben Rortvedt is starting playoff games. Ew. But they're just better.
Hernandez in there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, Kike, he's gonna hit because it's the playoffs and it makes no sense. But
he's
gonna
bet against my glorious King Miss Harper Phillies and stuff.
I think it might be a little bit more competitive than that. I am gonna take the Dodgers, but I think it'll be 6 or 7.
I think
Is it 5-game series?
Yeah,
Well, these are
That
5-game
is correct.
series.
It's the DS.
Okay.
Well, it should be the
That's what I thought.
CS because I'll take them
Right,
5.
I do think that these are probably the 2 best teams in the National League. As much as I love the Brewers, they just, I mean,
You never know. I could be psychic. This could be the first 7-game division series.
yeah,
We
dude,
don't know
you
yet.
can be. Baseball's going to change the rules
Hey,
for this.
I saw you trying to say they're like Dodgers in like 6 or 7. Like
No,
was
I'm
picking
not.
up-
I don't like that. I'm too
I was
old for
picking up
that.
What you were trying to say there.
Off topic, I went to the bar last night and I saw this guy wearing a T-shirt, all black, white lettering, spelled out. It was only just 6'7". One of the funniest shirts I've ever seen in my life. I had to give him his props. It was pretty awesome.
I'd have bought
It's
him.
upsetting times we live in.
I tried to buy it off him. I thought it was the funniest shirt I'd ever seen. Because I'm like, dude, where did you get this and how much do I owe you for it? So, Brennan, any thoughts?
I think this is going to be a great series. I'm excited for it.
October.
I hate to say it, I'm going Dodgers in 5.
Yeah.
Did
I
anyone
like
watch
the
the narrative hype video for the Phillies postseason.
Yeah, I did actually.
They're
It's
like, dude, I was cringe. They're like, in October we all bleed red. We bleed red every day of the week, buddy. Like, you can't say that. Like, you can say we bleed blue, but you can't say we bleed red.
right, yeah. It's
Like, that is correct.
No.
We do bleed red. Yes.
You are right.
But everybody's kind of looking at the Phillies like it's a last dance kind of thing, like Zach was saying. Like, this team's getting old, and they're declining. You know, JT.
But they know
Realmuto.
that too, so they're going to play
Right.
like it.
Yeah, and
Schwartz
I
a
just-
free agent after this year.
Yeah, which
He
I
could be a
don't think.
Cardinal.
I don't. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
St. Louis is gonna dish out the money first, dude. Schwarber's gonna ask. I mean, he's gonna command a good chunk of change, and
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen anything insinuating that he would not be a Philly next year. I've
He'll be
only
a
seen.
Philly. He'll be.
Yeah, I've only seen like, hey, I want to stay in Philadelphia, so that's what I'm gonna do. Which I mean, they're willing to dish out the money. You know, they're paying a lot of guys, but you know, Trey Turner. This is it's a good lineup. It's just I'm not really I'm not as moved by their rotation. That they do have a incredible bullpen, and I think that they do have the edge over Los Angeles because I don't know why the fuck they throw Tanner Scott any chance that they get. Tanner Scott is horrible, and it just like that could be a factor.
Tanner Scott had a
But
good
I'm going
time.
Dodgers.
MLB The Show this year.
Rookie Sasaki looked really good. I was
That's
impressed.
another thing. They can literally go anybody they want on this rotation. Some man gets hurt, they can literally just like they got unlimited arms.
Well, I mean, we saw that in the regular season. They were just willing to throw guys on the IL left and right because, well, fuck it, we're gonna limp to the finish line, and they did. And so
I can't wait for them to lose a playoff game because they want to like be nice and give Clayton Kershaw one last playoff start, and
Oh
he
my
just gets blown
gosh,
up like he
dude.
always does.
yeah. You know what? I would hypothetically. Okay, Brewers move on. Dodgers move on. If Clayton Kershaw's on the fucking mound, if I'm Pat Murphy, I'm saying, Brandon, get the fuck on that. Get up there now. And he makes Brandon Woodruff hit a home run off of Clayton Kershaw.
Send him up.
Absolutely.
Yes.
A postseason home run
Literally-
from
Literally,
yeah,
probably the best Milwaukee Brewers moment ever is Brandon Woodruff hitting a home run off Clayton Kershaw in 2018. So, but hopefully Woodruff is. Hopefully the Brewers. are
I
playing.
miss those times pretty frequently,
I know,
actually.
dude.
When you see like a pitcher that hit a homer, like back in, it just
Gosh.
felt good. Like as a Cubs
Yeah.
fan, Travis Wood hitting a homer in Game 2 of the NLDS in 2016, and then Jake Arrieta
Yo,
hitting a homer off of Mad Bum. Like
Hey man,
Those
I
are-
hate the
those are
Cubs,
great
but
moments.
that man Travis Wood went up there and he swung the bat. He was selling out every time, and you got
Hey,
it.
how about all those Adam Wainwright Silver Slugger those? Come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Come
I
on.
also like have a core memory from like I think it was 2011 of Jake Westbrook hitting a grand slam in Miller
I
Park.
remember that. I was like,
I mean,
But yeah.
Travis Wood was an all-time. I mean, he was playing left field too.
I
Travis Wood, athlete.
just.
half
I mean,
elite.
love it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
oh, there you go.
We'll go to the last
Cinema.
series.
Are we allowed to talk movies on here? Just
How do
I
we?
mean, we could.
y'all see that new movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah,
No.
What was that called?
No, I haven't
One
actually.
battle
I
after
have.
another. Must watch.
I watched the trailer and it looked really
Paul
good.
Thomas Anderson, director. Must watch.
Last movie I watched in theaters was Fantastic Four, buddy.
Oh.
So it was good. I mean, it was a good movie. We'll go to the last wild card series: Yankees Red Sox. Another absolutely awesome series. I mean,
That was good for baseball.
that was
that happened.
perfect because these two teams actually fucking hate each other. Like they are very vocal about it. They do not like each other, and this has been one of the most heated rivalries in the sport. And Yankees come out on top, even after Game 1, where a lot of fans were really pissed because Jazz and Ben Rice were kept on the bench due to Crochet being on the mound. Which I have mixed thoughts about that. Like, yeah, Jazz has never been good against Crochet, but it's you're playing a playoff series. You have to have your best players in that lineup every single time.
They rode Crochet to what till the 8th?
Yeah, I mean, Crochet looked. I mean, he's
I think
the
Crochet-
only other pitcher in the AL that even sniffs Scooble area.
Can
So-
we
I
also
think
talk
Crochet
about
should-
that day Crochet had 12 strikeouts, and I think Skubal had 14 that day.
Dude, it was just
That was
that
unreal.
game one was so just game one across the AL was just awesome. I mean, both
you know,
squads.
Crochet was warming up in Game 3, bro. After throwing 120 or something,
Dude,
2 days
and that's
ago.
so crazy to me because last year the White Sox were like, we're gonna let you throw 3 innings a game in the second half,
Yeah.
and everybody's like, oh, can he throw? Can he throw? And he's,
You guys-
I mean, he's like top 3 in innings pitched this season.
Do you guys
So-
think Crochet, Skeens, and Skubal are 3 best pitchers in the league?
I mean,
I like that.
I think Paul Skeens is easily one. I don't really
Yeah.
think it's like it is close, but it's not close.
Skeens a better team to play for.
And-
Sure, he
He is
sure
going to
does.
make so much money. It's going to be
Paul
silly.
Skeens, you are a Los Angeles Dodger.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately.
Let's not. Oh,
San Diego Padre.
We're all yeah. He's either dude because those are the only 2 teams willing to fork out that much money or trade.
You are
literally
a St. Louis
anything.
Cardinal.
Yep.
Never
So
happened.
Let's be
I
realistic.
we're going insane.
Don't sleep on the Astros.
Alright.
The Pirates love to trade pitchers to the Astros.
I mean,
Astros.
you
yeah, I mean,
are an Arizona Diamondback.
San Francisco Giants.
That
You are a Shanghai Shark.
Yeah, you know what? We can. So Yankees, Blue Jays. I like the Yankees. I think that even though the Blue Jays have kind of,
they've just felt so fake all year. The
right.
Blue
and
Jays.
nobody's
Like I just feel like all year I was waiting for their collapse and it just didn't happen.
yeah.
Certified
And I think-
frauds. Most fraudulent team ever. Good
Like,
night. Yankees.
85-year-old George
83.
Springer decides he's gonna be an MVP candidate. Are you kidding me?
Aaron
Luis
Judge is
still.
going to hit. Aaron Judge is going to hit a home run off that little space needle thing there.
Well, Aaron Judge isn't clutch, so that probably won't
Yeah,
happen.
Aaron Judge got that, like, one.
Mr. April/May, Aaron Judge. That's my favorite nickname for him.
I will take the Blue Jays.
Oh, and Sun Kid's going the Blue Jays.
I will
said
take
it.
Give me
the Blue Jays.
Alabama.
No, so this will be like the first NLDS for Toronto since 2016.
Get them
Am I
in the
correct
AL,
there?
buddy.
Wow.
What'd you just say?
You said NLDS. I said good thing.
Oh
in the
yeah,
AL,
no, I
buddy.
meant ALDS. You knew
I
what I
know
meant.
what you mean. I know what
But
you
I think it was either 2015 or 2016 was the last time they made the ALDS. Those Blue Jays teams were awesome, and this team is not awesome. And so that's what I'm looking at is okay. Is this team better than those mid 2010s Blue Jays? No, I don't.
No.
No, you don't have a Jose Bautista. You don't have a Josh Donaldson. You don't have a David Price. You don't have none of that. Just pack it up.
You know
I
what
like
they
the
do
Yankees.
have? No,
What
What
do
is
they
this
have?
sound?
nobody.
They got George Springer, who is not been tested for PEDs, by the way. I mean, I
They
really
have
think
Vlad
that.
Oh, come on, guys. They have Bo Bichette.
Oh,
Yeah, the worst defensive shortstop.
Like, I'm so actually. I guess he was he was second in baseball in hits. He is good, but
He's
I'm not really moved. And Vladdy, dude, Vladdy is like the most frustrating baseball player. Like, he goes out in 21 when he hit 40 some odd home runs.
Yeah.
Is second in AL MVP. Goes out there, absolutely balls out, and then where has that been? Like, I've never seen a player have so much power. Actually, I have. Jordan Walker has entered the conversation. You have so much power, and your line drives right into the dirt. I mean,
I wish Jordan Walker was hitting line drives at least.
Yeah, well, he's hitting the dirt for sure.
Straight
he
there.
got his money. All he has to do is just sit there now.
Yeah, I guess Vladdy. Yeah, he's,
Yeah, I like how it's not talked about enough how like going into the season he's like, I'm gonna hit free agency and I'm gonna get $700 million like everybody else.
What is that sound? Holy
What am
cow.
I hearing?
Is Ethan
What am I hearing?
like flying a helicopter here?
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So, wow. So, we're Ethan Stout. Ethan, what is that noise? Oh, it's gone.
I muted him, guys. I used commissioner privileges.
So yeah, I mean, does anyone else have any thoughts on this series? I really
Oh,
don't.
let me
I think-
unmute.
Yeah, Ethan, we can't hear you.
Oh, guys.
Okay, Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan, unplug your headphones. Or undo your headphones, unbluetooth them, and connect them again. Because whatever's happening is not good.
Turn your fan off or whatever you have on.
Dude, it sounds like a weed eater is right beside the microphone. Love it. But yeah, does anyone have any thoughts on this
If
game?
Cam Schlittler pitches like that throughout the postseason, the Yankees could be a problem.
Oh, 100%.
He looked incredible.
That was crazy.
And that's
He's a
what I'm
rookie.
saying, dude. Like, there's so many rookies. Wow. Wow.
Oh my god.
Hi,
What is
my name's
happening?
Now, the weed eater is running. The weed eater is on. That was awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of youngsters. I mean, even you look at the you can look at the Brewers Cubs series. You can look at you just look all over baseball. And,
Youngsters, as they're the same age as us.
yeah, dude.
Younger
Jackson
than me in a
Chourio.
lot of cases.
Yeah, so that's like 35, dude. So
I'm not
almost-
35.
No, that's not true.
I'm not even 30.
You are younger than rookie Isaac Collins, though. So
Like, thank God.
he's 28 years old. So.
I'm only 24 for the record.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
25 this month. Oh my, he's going crazy in the background.
Oh my gosh.
We
Okay.
are still there.
All right, Ethan, you're gonna get ready to learn booted from the meeting, my guy.
So we can move on. We're gonna hit NFL real quick, just because I don't think that there's a whole lot to talk about. I mean, obviously we have our favorite teams. Brendan gets to watch the Arizona Cardinals every single week, so that's definitely a blast, I would say.
It's fine.
My cat's yelling. But I'm a Bears fan, as you can see with the Bears memorabilia in the back.
Not Bears.
And I have nothing to say about the Bears. I know we can and we will talk about Cowboys-Packers real quick. And I kind of want to get Zach's thought on this game. This was a frustrating game to watch. Like it was frustrating. As good as the Packers defense has been, and it just looked. I mean, it sucked, especially watching and seeing like a team like the Bears and what they did to the Dallas Cowboys, and having the expectations, and I want your thoughts on it, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be like a blame the rest guy. I will say I have realized now that Micah Parsons is a Packer. Micah Parsons really does get held on every play, and they won't call it. And I guess that's like a way of saying, hey, you're even because you're so good against these poor right tackles. Dak Prescott just got the ball out quick. He got the ball out quick to evade the pass rush, and that exposed our corners, who we all knew were bad. We all knew that Keyshawn Nixon and Nate Hobbs were not that good, but when the pass rush is there, they don't have to cover for that long, and it's fine. Jordan Love's elite. He had a really good game. He's top 5 in every offensive category this year that matters so far. The offense is good. I mean, we put up 40 points, and once again, my entire life, special teams has cost the Packers. We would be 4-0 right now if we had a competent special teams unit. We lost to the Browns because we had a field goal block that put them in field goal range, and we tied with the Cowboys because we got an extra point block that was returned for 2 points. That's a 3-point swing.
Yep.
Otherwise, that field goal at the end of the regulation and at the end of overtime would be for the win instead of for the tie. That's what it comes down to. Rich Bisaccia is the highest paid special teams coordinator in the league. And I don't think, has once coached a special teams unit that was ranked top 25.
I know that there's a lot of discourse around Matt LaFleur right now. A lot of Packers fans.
Yeah, that's
are
stupid. Matt LaFleur is
team-walking it.
top 3
That's
play
what I'm
caller in
saying.
the league.
I think fans are just. I mean, it's week 4, right? I mean, or it's about to be week 5. It's week 4. I think fans are just being some weirdos.
Wah. My team
Yeah,
had
right.
one bad thing happen.
And I think
Yeah,
that
I'm going to choose to be positive and like look at. We are like 2 special teams plays away from being 4-0. I'm still pretty confident in the Packers this season as a whole.
right, and I think that most people are as well. And Dak Prescott just looked really good. I mean, you got to.
He's looked really good like most of the season, to be honest. The
He
rest
has
of the
been
Cowboys
good.
team is just so bad this year.
And even after CD goes down against Chicago, and the Cowboys offense just was non-existent after that, then okay, you prep without CD. George Pickens looked really good, but
Hey,
this
George
is-
Pickens,
I mean,
just go give Keyshawn Nixon the fucking work, dude. That's all you got to do.
did you see Nixon posting on? I think it was
Yes.
Instagram, and fans were like, "Dude, there's no fucking way that you."
I mean, I'll give credit to him. Keyshawn Nixon is the biggest Keyshawn Nixon fan in the world. He's always been very confident in himself, and you want that out of a DB. I'm just like, and he's been really good this year before the Cowboys
Yeah.
game,
Yeah.
but I get a little fed up with like the All-Pro returner being like, I'm not returning kicks anymore because I'm CB1, and then he does what he does, and he's standing in the end zone while Jalen Tolbert makes a catch on the sideline at the 5-yard line because he just doesn't drive to the football because he's lazy and just assumes it's going out of bounds.
So looking at the rest of the games from Sunday, Jackson
was a
Dart,
pretty-
Ethan is wearing a Jackson
It was a pretty
Dart jersey.
disappointing Sunday slate this week.
It really was. I mean, I think that there were some fun games. Like, I do, as a Bears fan, like, that was a fun game. But both teams suck. So it's like, whatever. Chiefs-Ravens was supposed to be a really good game. And the Chiefs pummeled the Ravens, which, I mean, I'm still not worried about the Ravens. Lamar Jackson going down,
That
would-
defense is bad.
That, yeah, which is, and a lot of people, it's the same thing with Matt LaFleur, which I think, I won't say the same thing, but John Harbaugh, people are, they're pushing the panic meter with Harbaugh. And if that's going to be the case, dude, I would love to have dude, as a Bears fan, I would have loved to have a guy like Jim Harbaugh for as long as Baltimore's had. But they haven't been able to get the job done.
John Harbaugh.
So, John, dude, I said John at first. I'm gonna get them mixed up. All right. Jim Harbaugh lost his first game of the season to a rookie quarterback, so that's always fun.
So just a bad team.
Yeah, no, that Giants team.
Okay,
and that
yeah.
Giants D line is so good. They're so good, and it's like
Hello?
I don't know. You sound good.
Yeah, we are back.
So yeah, I don't think that there was anything really too big. Neighbors did tear his ACL, so that does suck.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek
That
Hill.
was gnarly, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a wicked.
And
That-
he
I mean-
was getting carted off the field, clapping, smiling. I mean, living life.
Yeah, he's just like a. I mean,
That was the face of a man that realized he's got like 9 free months to have more kids with random women.
he
Or
will
just
be a
not to
porn
be a
star.
Miami Dolphin. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't want to be on the Dolphins personally, but they've got a really easy schedule coming up, so we'll just.
They should
Hey,
give
can we
Ollie
talk
Bowen
about-
more carries.
The Jaguars, like I don't think I would have had them at 3-1.
Yeah, they're
They
sneaky
look-
good. I just don't want to watch them.
Their offense, that offense is bad. Like, that offense looks not good. But Devin
Liam
Lloyd,
Cohen also needs to chill out, dude.
I saw where
He went all
one of his-
Dan Lanning, where he got complimented and then took it as an insult.
Oh, so we're Ethan.
Okay, hang on. Ethan.
We almost
Ethan,
had
you're
it.
messing up again. Ethan, you're messing up again. There he goes.
All right,
so
Ethan's muted again.
So yeah, the Jaguars are. I mean, defensively they looked really good. It's just offensively, we don't. I'm so out on Trevor Lawrence. I don't think that Trevor is showing anything. Brian Thomas looks bad, really bad.
He's scared.
And that's
Yeah,
like,
he only had 5 catches.
and Travis Hunter looks bad, which a lot of fans say they thought he would be bad. I didn't think he'd be bad by any means, but and we'll hit this before we get to that Thursday night game real quick. Shedeur Sanders was asked about Dylan Gabriel being named the starting quarterback, and like I've never seen this as it is pulled up. So this is actually what it sounds like. Like it like there might not be sound from the video. That's literally because he's not saying any words. So I don't know. Like I found it so goofy.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
believe it or not, this was like really like polarizing on Twitter because half of Twitter like was like, "Yeah, you show him, Shedeur," and then the rest of us, normal human beings, were like, "This is why you fell.
Yeah.
You're just so immature. You're QB3." And like also like I get it that people like have in their minds that Shedeur is better than Dylan Gabriel, and Dylan Gabriel does suck.
Yeah.
He
no,
wasn't even that good in college.
Let's.
But I mean,
he's ass.
but the point is, like, it's just shocker. The team is going to start the quarterback that they took 2 rounds higher. That's just how it's going to be. Like, they both suck, probably.
Yeah,
I might even agree that Shadeur's better than Dylan Gabriel. But when you take a guy 2 rounds higher, he's going to get the first chance. It's just how it is.
Ethan, talk.
Oh,
yikes!
so close.
Yikes!
Optimus Prime over here.
All right, Ethan.
What are your
Ethan,
thoughts,
leave and come back again. It worked,
Brendan.
and then don't do all the freaking connecting and disconnecting of the headphones.
Brandon,
the
do you
thing.
have any thoughts
I-
on the Shedeur situation? I just interrupted you. That's
By the
crazy.
way, I hadn't even seen that. I'd heard about it. I think as an NFL player, whenever you speak to the media, you do have to have a certain level of maturity to be able to handle it. And I get it. He gets too much unnecessary hate sometimes, but I get it. You start Gabriel. You took him 2 rounds higher, and at the end of the day, too, like I think whatever happens, he's going to probably represent the Browns better too, because there's going to be less talk about really the outside of football stuff with Dylan Gabriel than there would be with Shedeur Sanders. You're gonna, and I don't know how much of an upgrade you'd get with Shedeur Sanders over Dylan Gabriel. It might be big, but like we don't know this. But he also was taken rounds later, and I feel like you just have to go with Dylan Gabriel. On that note, did you guys see that that Dylan Gabriel's parents won't even be in attendance for his first start?
Oh, that sucks.
That stinks. Why? Do you know the reason
Apparently-
for that?
Apparently, it would have been last minute, and his dad doesn't have a passport. So
Oh, that sucks. That does
I
stink.
saw that last night. That actually makes me kind of sad for him.
Well, and obviously hope that Dylan Gabriel does play good. Like it would be nice to see a
I don't
Browns
have to hope
quarterback
that.
play good, because I mean, what was it, 2020? Was it 2020 when the Browns almost made the Super Bowl?
I thought it was
21.
Was it 2021? I think there was fans in this.
Was there?
That
Was
was
it 21?
I think it was 2021. That's the year they beat the Steelers by a lot in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Because yes. But the Browns are the funniest ran organization in sports. They always have been. And they always it just feels like they're always gonna be. Like, as a Bears fan, I can sit here and say, yeah, oh man, the McCaskies run the organization horribly. The Hallis family needs to go. Yada this, yada that. There's always worse. The team could be owned by Jerry Jones, or we could be the Cleveland Browns. And it's so
sleeper
funny.
Pick, the Bengals also run horribly.
Ooh, the Bengals. I mean, yeah, they're about to ruin
They don't even have an indoor practice facility.
Ethan, we love you, man. But
That's
Rough
unfortunate.
day for the Tech.
let's move on to Thursday night, and I think that this game was really intriguing because it felt like, in baseball terms, this was the AAA San Francisco 49ers. No Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa out for the season. Mac Jones steps up in place of Brock Purdy. No Jawan Jennings, no Ricky Pearsall, no George Kittle. So you're rolling an entire, almost a second team offense when you look at the skill positions. Shout out Kendrick Bourne, because Kendrick Bourne looked like the best receiver in football. I really hope that there are new football fans every single day that, let's say, watch a Thursday night game between the 49ers and Rams. And this is the first football game they've ever watched. They probably think Kendrick Bourne is the greatest wide receiver they ever, because he looked so good. Mac Jones looked really good. And it was just so weird because, he goes down, and that's when we're told, earlier in the week he was dealing with a left knee injury. That's why, it's bulked up. And then they were like, oh, it looked like he was just cramping. And it was just weird how that was reported. And then,
Well, I mean, the Niners have a history of being shady with their injury reports. They did that with Christian McCaffrey one time, where they kept saying he was questionable or probable the entire week, and then he was just never actually going to play. That happened a year or two ago.
sorry, my cat's making a lot of ruckus out there.
Shout out
Make
George.
sure.
Have you seen any of the discourse too from 49ers fans that are saying Mac Jones should be our guy now?
I want to say shout out Mac Jones because he's confirmed my priors. I've been on the anti-Brock Purdy train pretty much since the beginning. He's got a great supporting cast with a great head coach. He's not an elite talent,
Right.
not even close. And
I
Mac
think
Jones has
that-
proved that.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Mac Jones has just been better than Brock Purdy. When Brock Purdy's been on the field, he has not been as good as Mac Jones. This goes all the way back to 21 when the 49ers they kept being rumored they had the number 3 overall pick, and it's like, oh, they're going to take Mac Jones. They're going to take Mac Jones. They take Trey Lance. Then a couple of years go by, there's talks about Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. John Lynch pressured Kyle Shanahan into taking Trey Lance. Obviously, we look at it now. Both of them kind of, Mac Jones
They both
had his
suck.
chance. Right. And Trey Lance is significantly worse though than Mac Jones. That's the problem. And
Actually, I think isn't it the stat now that Mac Jones has had more starts for the 49ers than they ever gave Trey Lance?
yeah,
I still say
and-
that Trey Lance wasn't given his due justice, but
which, I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But Mac Jones has looked good. Now, he did come out, obviously, he did the professional thing, which was, oh, Brock Purdy's the starter, I just came in and, I'm
while
trying to
wearing
win
a
games.
Two-Face suit.
The funniest, dude, it's like, you remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and after every game, he's got that super hairy chest, that big beard, and he's wearing button-down shirts. And it's like,
I mean, that's how you QB2 right there. I mean, you got to make yourself stand out.
but yeah, 49ers win 26-23. It was a fun game. Like as much as I didn't think that game would be fun, it was such a fun game. Matthew Stafford and the Rams look really good. So I'm not worried about the Rams. I still think that they are they're a contender for the NFC. Brendan, do you have any thoughts on this game?
My thoughts were, one, the 49ers got so lucky to win because they needed the Rams not to get the 4th and 1 in overtime, which is not statistically around the NFL. You're going to gain a yard most plays.
Yeah.
And 2, fumbling at the 1 yard line. Like that kind of thing doesn't happen very often. The 49ers, like, had that gone in for a touchdown, like, do you think Mac Jones is driving down the field in a minute? Because at that point, the 49ers would have needed a touchdown.
Looking, maybe. I mean, Kendrick Bourne looked.
But you can't play the field goal game then.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was actually a really entertaining football game. I was hoping that the Sunday night game the week before and the Thursday night would both end in a tie. To have 2 ties within like 5 days of each other would have been so funny. So I was kind of hoping like, oh, they're going to kick a field goal here. We might have seen the end of the scoring. I thought it was cool. Did you guys see how many Niners fans were at SoFi?
Yes.
I mean, that's a story. That's like not a new thing. Like every time the Niners play at Rams, like that happens. It's like the Rams just don't have an actual fan base. They had a passionate fan base here in St. Louis. And
St. Louis.
They left, and nobody. I mean, yeah, they don't have any real fans.
There was and I can't think of who it was now. A former NFL player came out and said that they played fake noise at SoFi Stadium. Like they're playing fake. In which a lot of people have said that is a thing that happens. Brendan, you are the media. You work for in the media department for the Arizona Cardinals. Do you play fake crowd noise?
Well, I was gonna say that. Say that's not allowed. By the way.
Whatever, you're lying.
But I'm telling you, on the door to our scoreboard control room, there is there's literally like NFL guidelines on what you're not allowed, like when it comes to replays and stuff, and then it literally says like artificial crowd noise added is like not allowed. Also, in the NFL, once you get under 20 seconds on the play clock, nothing can be happening in the speaker system. So if that is happening,
except for when the Browns are doing that,
I'm just saying that is what the letter of the law is.
Yeah.
So
letter of the law.
If they were, then they could have been violating necessarily 2 NFL rules. If they were, like if it was under 20 on the play clock, and if they were doing it, then I'm just telling you those are what the rules are. I'm not here to say they did or didn't. Fans can do that. It sounded a little sketchy. But it's just a clip on Twitter.
What do you think the fine is looking like for a team playing fake crowd noise?
I have no idea. I actually don't know. It could be a lot, or it could be slap on the. I have no idea what those fines are. I know from my personal experience, my superiors have talked about they've been threatened with fines a couple of times in their entire career, but it's never happened to us. So I don't actually know what it is. I'm going to guess because I'm going to guess it's a lot, because we've talked at times about how particularly with the play clock thing, making sure all audio's out at 20 seconds. I think it's probably pretty important, because we literally have 3 beeps that go off that signify after the 3rd beep, everything has to be pulled down on the audio console so that there's nothing going out to the bowl.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Anyway, back to the football game, though.
I kind of lost where we were.
I could nerd out about scoreboard control room, NFL logistics on game day that fans do and don't see.
I think
great.
If it's the first fine, I feel like they're gonna set the bar high, making sure no other team does this. like, you know.
Yeah.
You know-
yeah. I
They're
agree.
gonna come out and they're just gonna be like, all right, you're
Yeah,
gonna pay a
but
lot of
then
money.
they
Like,
do.
don't.
The NFL is so weird, and Roger Goodell has ran a horrible organization, and so it. You know what?
And somehow he, without doing anything good, Roger Goodell has moved up on the commissioner list like at least a couple of spots in the last month.
I know that an earlier episode we actually talked about that. We're like, there's no fucking way that Roger Goodell is this high up on the commissioner list. Like, this is where sports is at. But
I mean, at least he
I
hasn't called the Lombardi a hunk of metal, and he's not called the league a highlight league, or said that his
Yeah,
players are
that's
lucky
what-
that
that's why we were
they're
talking
even
about
making as much as they are.
I was thinking of why we got onto that topic, but yeah, it's because Adam Silver is so stupid. But yeah, so that's all I've got for NFL football. We can quickly hit the college football slate. There's just not anything really that good this week. Vandy, Alabama, that could be a good game. Vandy winning last
Whoa.
year.
Hang on. Can we talk about Alabama, Georgia last week? Everyone in the world
Awesome.
was like, Alabama's done. This is where Georgia takes finally fully takes the reign. Kirby Smart has moved past, the Nick Saban. He's the next guy.
Yeah.
I took Alabama, and I have a group of friends that we all make some picks every week. There's no money on the line. I'm going to point that out, especially since I work in sports. But
I do bet.
I'm just saying-
I do bet on those games. I put money on the line. But continue.
But I was like, Alabama is not as bad as everyone's saying there. And I think we're just overrating Georgia because they have the G on their helmet. Like,
yeah.
I thought that was an exciting football game to watch. At the same time, I'd like to talk about Penn State, Oregon, too.
Yeah,
from
that
last
was
week.
that was a really good game, and it's just so funny to me that the past 4 years, dude. I guess not the past 4 years, maybe the past few years. Every big time Penn State game, everybody's saying, James Franklin's going to do it, and then Drew Aller, he's going to show up, and literally never shows up. It's actually comical how much the James Franklin and Drew Aller dynamic duo, how they just don't show up for big games.
And then
And,
they're
like, it was
still
a
going to
good
get
game.
like a 5 seed in the playoff.
Right,
Even though they'll not have won any big games.
And so it just it was such a fun it was such a fun game. Oregon looked very good, and so they kind of look like, and I know a lot of people questioned whether what Oregon was gonna look like due to
Oregon's got a
Dylan
wagon. I mean, they're good.
Yeah,
But they were
And
really
that-
good last year, too, and then just like completely shit the bed in the playoffs. So
I think that they're one of the better programs in college football. You can't put them up with Ohio State due to the fact Ohio State just won the Natty, but they're up there. They are
Getting
a top.
close.
If they're able to put it together, then yeah. But I still think that there's levels to this shit, right? You have your Bamas, your Georgias, and you have Ohio State. I would throw Ohio State in there, and then it's just like a tier list. But I would say Oregon is in that second tier of great college football programs. I think that they're, especially just like the past 5 years, they've been incredible. And so, but yeah, I didn't watch the entire game. I did turn my eyes to the TV and see Drew Aller fuck up the game, which is so funny. Like it's so funny whenever that happens. And I don't know, because I don't know, the discourse on Drew Aller just frustrates me, because everybody says you don't have to have that good of a quarterback to win games in college football, because Will Howard did it last year. Will Howard just better than Drew Aller. That's just what it is. Will Howard was
That's
better
just
than
wrong.
Drew Aller.
No, that's just wrong. Like, at
That's
the end of
so
the day,
wrong.
you still have college receivers, too. Like, quarterback play is so important. It is the most important
Okay,
thing.
yeah. So, but yes, but what I'm saying is that you can build a really, really good team around a not really good quarterback, and you're gonna win games. Look at Ohio State; they dominated the college football playoffs last year with Will Howard, and Will Howard's
Right.
good, but I just you have to build a program around that quarterback to where you can
Right, but they
throw
don't
in
have
quarterback.
they don't have as good of receivers as Ohio State did around Drew Aller.
And yeah, and
They
Drew
also
Aller,
don't have Jeremiah Smith. So
I guess that's a fair point, but this has
Like,
been an
I
ongoing
think-
Penn State thing. Is
yep.
they don't show up. Nobody shows up during the big games, and they're going to be given a 5 seed for some God-given reason. They're going to be a top 5 ranked team, and they're going to win one shitty ass playoff game against Boise State, and then that's James Franklin has a playoff win on his resume, and it's like, come on, like, what are we doing? You
Yeah.
know.
I will say to go.
Graham chiming in here says JJ
I
McCarthy is
agree.
awful football.
I
He's,
agree.
he's 100% correct.
And
Uh,
JJ McCarthy sucks, and he
Yeah.
won an Natty.
I
He
do
didn't
wanna-
have Jeremy Smith.
go back to the Alabama thing briefly. I will say, I think you take Vandy this week because of what happened last week. Like, I think because Alabama just beat Georgia again, I think they're going to be rolling really high on themselves, and I think they might walk in and just taking it for granted, even though they got beat by them last year. I think like the exact same situation could happen where they take Vanderbilt lightly again, and Vanderbilt beats them again. It just feels like the most Kalen DeBoer Alabama thing to like beat Georgia and then lose to Vanderbilt.
You know, I would love. I think if Vandy walks away with a victory, we're looking at a top 10, potentially, a top 10 Commodores team.
Ugh, that just can't be real. That goes against everything
This
I've
is
ever
what we've
known.
been waiting for. We've been waiting for Vandy football to step up. Now they're not, and it is awesome. And I think that kind of does show. It could show what being in the SEC could do for you, and when it comes to bringing in talent, this Vandy team looks really good, and it's a very well coached squad. And I give a lot of props to Vanderbilt. And even last year, I mean, they were ranked in, I remember, so they beat Bama, and then they had to go play Texas, and they kept it close against Texas, but they weren't able to get the win. But that was a good Vandy team last year. And so,
Okay. According to a quick Google search, the last time Vandy was a top 10 seed or top 10 ranked team was 2008,
what? Damn.
which actually is earlier than what I thought, or that's more recently than what I thought it would be.
I thought it was going to be bad. I thought you were about to say, like, 1977 or something.
Okay,
crazy.
all right. 2008 was a long time ago, guys. I was in kindergarten.
That's almost, dude, that is 17 years ago, mind you.
Okay, be quiet. That's enough
is
of that.
tough, Brendan.
We were just talking about how all the professional athletes or like the big stars in baseball are now like the same age as us. I hate it. It makes me feel, it's like you grow up looking up to these guys. Oh, they're older than me. They're these big professional athletes. They do all this. They make a ton of money, and it's like, oh, so I'm working a job. I'm working an hourly job right now, and then that guy, also my age, making millions over here, like making an entire city like happy or whatever because he just hit like a playoff dong, and here we go.
Yeah, like
I,
the
we,
first.
we were I was 5 years old in 2000.
Zach was like 22, so
Stop. I would have been 8 in 2008. Pretty simple math. But like,
Are you sure about that?
What?
you go
Did
ahead.
you-
I was going to
did
say,
you-
if I get the chance to make fun of
So-
your
so
age.
you're-
Were you the elementary school kid that had the beard?
No, I still can't grow good facial hair. I'm gonna be 25 this month, and I look like I'm 16 a lot of the time. It's
Hey,
unfortunate.
Just got starting lineups. for-
Graham also said
Stop,
Bishop Flag
Graham,
was born
stop.
in 2006.
Damn it! Damn it!
Oh, that's not good.
That's got to make Zach feel a certain way due to him being 37.
It's not. I'm not 37. Stop it.
Dude, I could create. Dude, I can push this narrative. There's going to be people watching, and they might not know who you are, Zach. And I can
Dude,
actually...
I already get called Unk all the time in Oklahoma State. They already make class of '96 jokes. Like,
But yeah, I think... Oh, yeah, Brendan.
I want to move on since we know we have Graham in the chat here. Illinois storming the field last week. That was
Oh my
so
God.
soft.
Yeah.
What are we
I
doing,
agree.
guys?
That was...
They beat. Okay, so for those who didn't watch, they beat USC. USC was ranked like 23.
Yeah.
Illinois is ranked 21, or it might have been the other way around.
No,
Illinois is the
right.
home team. They storm the field. I'm thinking, what are we doing?
I mean, especially like you're ranked higher than this team that you just beat, and USC is not like they were a powerhouse. They are not that powerhouse anymore. We all know that. You know, they got Lincoln Riley. Okay, nobody cares, right? And maybe in like 2005 that would have been a cool win. That's not a cool win now. You're supposed to win games like that if you're Illinois. You were just the number 9 ranked team in the country.
especially like a
Yeah,
week after
Barrett.
getting absolutely embarrassed against Indiana.
Right. And I think embarrassed is an understatement. Like I think that I mean
I
that was
will
a-
point out that like 2 weeks ago, last time I was on, Graham, that was going into that game, and Graham did say if Illinois comes out slow, like next thing you know, Indiana will be up 21-7. And then I checked the box score, and I was like, oh wow, 21-7, Indiana. And then I didn't check it again the rest of the day. I was doing something. I couldn't watch the games. I checked it later that night, and I saw 63 points for Indiana, and I was just like, what happened?
yeah, it was pitiful.
Is that true, Grant? They really stormed the
That
field
cannot
against
be
1-11
true.
Purdue last year? That can't
That
be
cannot
true.
be true. You know what that would have meant? That Graham was one of the guys that stormed the field against a Purdue victory. Mind you, Graham, if you storm the field after that, you're not allowed back on, dude. You have to sit on the sideline. We can jump to Ole Miss LSU. That was a good game as well. Ole Miss getting the victory. LSU ass. And I just... Dude, I don't know what to think about college football right now. I don't think that there is a dominant team. There's not a Ohio State like last season, or it seems it's very even. Okay, it's very even.
Parity is the right word. Yeah.
Parity. Okay, see, I was like, in my head it wasn't the right word, but there's a lot of parity across college football right now. And if Miami goes out, I mean, they've got Florida State this week. If they're able to get the victory against Florida State, we're talking about Miami fighting for the number 1 spot in the country, and which I don't think that they won't.
We're due for a Carson Beck disaster class. I can feel it in my bones.
And you know what? What's crazy is it hasn't happened yet. Like, I would have expected it to happen at some point, and it would have been against Florida. I really thought that if anything was going to happen, this Miami team was going to fall flat on their faces, and but they haven't. They looked good against Florida, and now they're taking on Florida State. I am going to be watching this game because it will be after Brewers Cubs at 1:00 today. I'm so fucking excited for playoff baseball, because last year, oh my gosh, it was pitiful. It was so bad. It was pitiful. It was horrible. I hated it, and I hated the Brewers for.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do today because there's a lot of sports that I want
There's
to
a lot
watch
on.
today, and I also now have to add playoff baseball into the mix. Like, I'm gonna watch Nebraska kind of at the same time as Cubs Brewers, so it's gonna be tough. By the way, I also
can't
want to bring
imagine.
up too
Yeah,
the
you got it.
Indiana Iowa game being so close for so long. Like, Iowa almost won the most Iowa game ever.
Oh my
But
gosh.
by the
yeah.
way, I didn't think it could get worse. once Gronowski went out, the quarterback play for Iowa got so bad.
But I mean, who would have thought? You know, who would have thought? I think Iowa's cursed. I think that team is so unbelievably bad. It's just like they're just so unironically so bad. And then oh my gosh, the last play of the game, Iowa was plus 5.5, and it was 20-15, or it was 20-13. Excuse me. Indiana's up. It's 4th down. There's like 3 seconds left, and they are at like around the 50-yard line. Like you don't have to. All you have to do is just run backwards. Run as far back as you can. Run out the clock, and it's game over. Well, I just think it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Is it oh my gosh. Guys, give me Indiana starting quarterback. Is it am I thinking it's not Kyle Mendoza? Am I just making that up in my head?
It's not Kyle, it's Fernando.
Fernando. Okay. Whoever Kyle Mendoza is, you know, I guess I'm just assuming
I'm not sure that's a real person.
I don't know if that is either. But Mendoza, with 3 seconds left, runs out of the back of the end zone. Clock expired at the 30-yard line, mind you. And he just runs out of the back of the end zone, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. So, good. And then Mendoza.
Are you saying that Fernando Mendoza and John Mateer maybe have some similar habits?
Yes.
It depends on the line that you took, because I think that opened at like 4.5 or something for Indiana. But yeah, if you had the 5.5 line there, and they take the safety on the last play of the game.
That's so like, and that's where like I think it's cringe whenever people are like, oh, this sport's scripted because this happened. But then there's things like that, and it's like, are you fucking serious, dude? Like, there's no shot that that's happening. And so, I don't know. I just thought that was a really funny moment from that game. And then he came out and apologized. He apologized to sports bettors. Like, dude, you're 2 years younger than me, dude. Like, you do not need to be apologizing for making a play like that. That's just... I just thought it was hilarious that the clock expired at the 30, and he just kept going. Like, for another...
He probably got at least 2,500 death threats after that on his DMs.
Unfortunately, that's a kid. That's like actually a kid. So.
Yeah, it's a kid, and also it's a freaking game, and you're like the people that chose to bet money on it. You knew that you could lose.
Yeah, I mean that's just what happens. Like I had Rams money line on Thursday night, and I watched Kyron Williams fumble the ball at the 1 yard line. I'm like, dude, you can't make this shit up.
As SVP would say, they signed up for 60. They did.
Let's see if there's any other games. Let me look at the slate. Texas at Florida. I mean, I expect Texas to win. Texas opening up at only -5.5. I find that intriguing. I don't know why the sports books like Florida every week. Miami was, dude. I think Miami was 4.5 point favorites over Florida last week, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, why? What is this Florida talk? DJ Lagway looks like current Anthony Richardson. Like, he just looks bad. He doesn't look good. But yeah. So, Brennan, is there any other college football game that is catching your eye, and as well as Zach and Sunkit? I got nothing.
Honestly,
Oklahoma State gets their first conference win in 2 years today. You heard it here first. Go Pokes.
Yep, I would.
That won't happen.
I would actually. I think Zach's going insane. It's like me every week when I watch the Bears. I'm like, they could do it. They got it. They got this. And It's just bad. It's like, oh well, who would have thought? But
Yeah.
I think I'll go
So I now
State.
have a friend who went to Virginia Tech, and somehow they're favored against Wake Forest despite starting the season 0-3, I believe. But they won their last two, so I don't know how that's possible.
Shout out Virginia Tech's QB2 Garrett Rangel, Oklahoma State transfer. He was on the class roster for like literally all of my classes last year. I saw that man one time. He showed up for a midterm in one class. Otherwise, he was never there and somehow was eligible to play football. More power
Wait,
to him.
were these like night classes for older students?
Nope. No, wait a minute. Come on now. Damn it.
He went for it.
He got me.
My name is Zach.
You got me.
Years old. That was good.
Damn.
That was sneaky, Brendan. That was sneaky, man.
That was
Good
good.
stuff.
No, hey, that's what happens with all the college athletes. Was it like Alabama or something that all the like athletes had like were taking like Swahili or something
Yeah.
as like their foreign language? It was
Because,
one of
like,
the. It was
he's-
one of the T. One
He's
of the,
a
like,
sports
big-
media major, allegedly. We were in one class where we had a lot of group projects, and like whoever landed with him in their group was just down a person, which was hilarious.
Oh,
But the walk-on linebacker that was also in all of those classes, he showed up.
well, that's good.
He couldn't get away with it.
He was there. He was actually there for his degree at the, and also just played football.
Yeah. Well, played is a stretch.
Who came out? It probably like 10, 15 years ago. Zach was 27 at the time, but the college athletes come out all the time and they're like, "I'm not here to go to school. I'm here to play. I'm here to play football, or I'm here to play basketball, or whatever it is." And so, which you see, small percentage of those guys making the NFL or the MLB or whatever sport they're playing in. So I probably would go to class. I probably would. Not gonna lie, you probably are gonna need that degree because you're ass. So it's just the harsh reality of that situation. So yeah, playoff baseball today. A decent slate, I wouldn't say a good one, of college football. The Bears are on a bye week, so that's a win in my book. You can't lose a bye week. Fuck it, dude. The Bears are gonna find a way. They're gonna find a way to lose on the bye week, and I'm gonna have to sit here and. Oh, okay. We can actually talk about one more thing. There's one more thing I do want to touch, and that is the Ben Johnson sideline interview right before the start of the second half.
Ben Johnson's not good at the media side of being a head coach.
No, and I'm not even mad at that. I'm. You know what? If you're gonna be shitty with the media, fucking own it. You just have to continue being horrible when people ask you questions.
Because this wasn't even the first instance. Like he's like his press game
No.
or his post game,
he's-
after game 2, I think it was. He was pretty.
And
Yeah, you're not the coordinator anymore. You don't get the head coach to shield you from all the questions after every game.
he cracks me up because he got pissed during the preseason as well because people were like, "Well, you're not playing the starters," and he's like, "They're fine. The offense looks okay. Okay, I'm just not playing them. And nobody plays their starters."
Yeah, it seems like he is actively pissed off to have to do media responsibilities.
Which, I mean, granted, I do a weekly coaches show with the head coach of Gibson Southern, and after a loss,
Shout out Nick Hart.
when I'm asking questions, shout out Nick Hart. Yep, go Gibson Southern Titans. But Nick Hart, after a loss, is pissed. And that makes sense. It makes sense, especially if.
And the Bears lose a lot.
Right. There's nothing more important than high school sports.
Not at
Oh.
Gibson Southern, there isn't.
Yeah.
Dude, they start weight training those kids in the 4th grade. No joke. We got told that by Dad one time.
So that dad that started that is the color commentator for the.
Oh my!
That's
Oh yeah, we're big. time
everyone's
over.
kids going pro. Everybody,
I literally.
they're getting a scholarship. Little Timmy's getting a scholarship.
if you want to think of a stereotypical like, and dude, I hope I am as good of a father as this guy is. Like literally the best dad ever. Okay, but like, oh my gosh, it's bad, it's bad. Great guy, Scotty. I know you're not watching, but if you ever do, I love you, Scotty. But no.
Hey,
Oh.
while we're doing shout outs here, I would like to give a shout out to my great grandmother who's celebrating her 100th birthday today.
Holy fuck, that is
Just
very.
and I am
old.
not there because I have work tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
But
100
they're in
years.
Lincoln,
Crazy.
Illinois right now. So wish I could be there. But yeah, I feel like that deserves a shout out on the Five
It
Out
does.
podcast.
That
you make
does.
it to 100, you get a shout out.
No, and I think it's impressive. I mean,
Yeah.
I truly think it's a feat, dude. You're hitting 3 digits, man.
I'm not
That's
getting
a
there.
lot.
I mean, I'll tell you that.
You're already there. I mean,
There it go. There it is.
it's so
There
funny.
comes
Zach
to
You
be-
is-
only got,
no,
you only got, you only got
It's
like
actually-
8 more years left.
yeah, dude. I mean, you're basically 65 at this
I'm only
point.
like 4 years older than you, Austin. It's not that.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, make
There
these
does
jokes.
come an age though where a person becomes like the glue for a family. That like everyone just like comes around just to see them, and like she's been that for so many years now, and
a
yeah.
lot of years.
yeah.
Actually.
So
She has been alive for a long time. Shout out your great grandma, bro.
yeah, I hope everyone in Lincoln, Illinois has a great time today. Wish I could be there.
And she's
So-
never seen Embiid in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I just got a Bleacher Report notification, and it oh my gosh, this is actually such an insane article title. Mac Jones reportedly saw a dead body floating in water from hotel before 49ers game.
Oh my
Is what I'm.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm reading.
I mean, he was
they
wearing the
find-
Two-Face suit. Are we sure he didn't kill that person and put them in the river?
I kid you not. Okay, so the second
coin
paragraph
and-
is talking about. It says that morning at the team hotel, Jones told teammates he was on his balcony when he looked out of the water and saw a floating dead body. Someone called the police. As the 49ers loaded the bus onto the stadium, players watched investigators and even a coroner's van pull up into the marina. So, mind you, that's the second paragraph. The fourth paragraph of this starts off as, he played his ass off, man, said Niners head coach Kyle Shanahan. So I love the change in, that's where
What a difference
make-
a paragraph can make.
Yeah.
right, so Mac Jones, you saw a dead body, and you played good. So I don't understand the point of that article. I'm not gonna lie. As a journalist myself, I don't
Well,
understand.
That would be an article to just end after, they saw the coroner and stuff show up.
Yeah, after
and they
the
call-
quote, you end it.
They literally did the journalism thing of like, okay, they saw the dead body. Did they do anything about it? Oh, they did? Great. Here's what they saw. It's been turned over. Here's another story based on what happened or something.
But we're talking about Mac Jones' performance. That
By the
night.
way, this is the kind of journalism you will see on our website.
yes,
Dead bodies all over the place.
I do want to bring that up. The website, it's not. I still think it is a work in progress, but I want it up, and we will be posting articles this week on the
What's the
website.
domain?
I know
Gotta go out there.
the first article is going to be by Graham. He just like a little sneak peek of it is, they had conversation about the East and West for MLB or for the MLB. Oh my gosh, excuse me. And so he wrote up a piece about that and kind of showing what it would have looked like this season if that is the case. So I think it's a cool article. And then I've got some stuff. I've got some ideas lined up, and got some stuff that I want to write about. I think what it's going to start off as is more features, like, like I've written a Brandon Woodruff feature, right? Just talking about his career or leading up to this season and the past 2 years with injury, just stuff like that. So cool stories, analytical thinking, and so that should be coming out.
We've got breaking news, local breaking news. Former Mount Vernon Ram 0-win starter, and then transfer to Marion, will start a college football game in the Big Ten today. Hunter Simmons starting against Michigan for Wisconsin.
Whoa.
Wow.
Dude walked on to SIU. He's not good.
So
He wasn't that good in high school.
That is awesome. Regardless, like that is sick. So will I tune
Shout
into
out to
West
618.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, bro. They got AB on the defensive end. I mean, what's not to like? I mean, that probably makes sense why Wisconsin's horrible, though, is due to the 618. So we'll see if they get it done today. But I think that's going to wrap up things here on the 5 Out podcast. I think it was a great episode, guys. Get to love talking about baseball, which is today. I will be watching.
We led the show with baseball for the first time ever. Things we love to see.
I know. I mean, it's perfect in my
We
eyes.
talked an hour about baseball.
And you know what? We could do it again. We could do it right now if we wanted to, but we're not gonna.
We could, but
We got to get Nick Triplett around for next
No, we
week.
don't actually. We don't have to.
No, we don't.
Little
have
baseball,
to.
no, little baseball talk, and hockey season starts on the 7th. Just saying.
Gosh, yeah. So we will.
I'm
I
excited
talked to
for
Nick
that.
yesterday, and yes,
He's gonna. We also need to give Nick his chance to talk about NASCAR. So
no, we don't.
I actually am not a fan of Nick Triplett at all. I don't.
Nick's
Nick's
NASCAR minute is actually happening right now already.
Yeah,
He's just not here.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
This is
yeah.
Nick's time. Yes, yeah.
He's talking to himself right now about NASCAR. But hopefully King Vaughn shows up. Not the real one. He is dead. But King Vaughn as an Andrew Vaughn shows up today. Really excited. Been listening to King Vaughn all week just to get in the mood and mindset. And so that's going to be the end of this week's episode. We'll be back next Saturday. So tune back in and keep up to date with our articles. We will be releasing them this upcoming week. So just look at our socials.
Follow the
and-
pages. We're on Facebook now.
Facebook's huge. Go look us up on
Yeah.
Facebook. Find that
We
pod.
are on
So,
Facebook.
we are on Facebook. Yes, I
Yeah,
run
see,
the Facebook.
member of the pod doesn't
Doesn't
even
even
know
know.
that we're on social media.
And so,
Hey,
so yeah, we'll
give
see you-
Austin some credit. He's doing some work here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All
Twice
right,
a
everyone,
day.
go enjoy your Saturday.
About time.